Who are you to get this number? I'm at list 4.
Okay, so you might notice, no VTuber today. We're doing Blender. So actively speaking, we're just gonna spend a few moments before we actually get into the actual blending bit where it's a time lapse. To give a little bit of a note to a few things. First off, before we get any further, I would like to clarify I do plan on doing a cleanup video separate from the rest of these videos. Hopefully these videos are a little bit more able to cover a little bit more stuff than they have been recently. But there will be a cleanup video where we add things like the ponytail, we clean this neck up, we remove these little, like I'm just saying, these strands here. I wanted to give it more like a rag feel because this is supposed to eventually have the texture. But this blue is supposed to be a texture where it actually gets scraggly and all that stuff. So it looks like it's transitioning over to the other object. Oh, to be completely honest, I might just connect these objects and make the texture more of a transitional texture. I don't know about that though, because I kind of want it to be more like there's rags coming off that kind of look like a neck, instead of it actually just plain out being a neck that's justified as broken rags. Either way, want to work on shoulder to arm today. And from perspectiving, we're going to be doing the right hand today. I can explain some of this stuff later, but basically speaking, you got some inspiration from Upgrade and Ultimate Echo Echo. If you know your Ben 10, you know that. And if you don't, then you probably didn't watch Ultimate Upgrade because the plot was a little bit thin. I was watching Ben 10 for animation, not animation. Well, yes, animation and art style. So I actively watched Ultimate Alien Force as well as for the story, although again the story did actively fall off pretty quickly after a certain point, which is a stinking dumb thing, I guess. I do have to say I still felt like I was about to defend Ultimate Alien Force there. I'm not automatically gonna go there. Okay, there are some flaws. I liked some bits of it though, I am going to say that, but it's not really a hot take. Okay. I mean, look, dark green, black, and white. That is Alien Force, the Ultimate Alien Force color. So I am pretty shocked if you couldn't guess that from there. Anyway, next part is supposed to be speedy though, so no audio, no none of this mouse stuff. Just plain out making a shoulder. If you're listening to this, I am just informing the Rumble people that, actively speaking, this specific Blender entry will be on both YouTube and Rumble. The reason why is because while I was trying to do double uploads for Rumble and then for YouTube, I was just basically doing one because why not? Actively speaking, the experiment failed on Rumble because the computer just couldn't handle uploading 2 videos a week, which, I mean, makes sense. I'm not the only one using this computer for work-esque things. I'm not going to say what they're using it for, but either way, it just wears down on the computer too fast, and it will cause a bad situation where I might not be able to upload because the computer just doesn't work, which I can't really afford to do at this size. So single uploads for this week in general, and weeks foreseeably to come. And when it comes down to it, Blender videos will be on both YouTube and Rumble, which, I mean, a big whoop. I have more content on YouTube. Oh dear. Either way, that's about it. Okay, guys, so I need to record, I think, about, I didn't actually count the seconds. I think that was actually closer to 3 seconds, but I'm going to over-record some information. The kind of forearm design is kind of based off of an idea that I had kind of been coming up with slowly but surely about this kind of dragon scaly-esque design. So it's kind of plated with plates overlaying one over the other. And that's just one of those things. I also added the pipe to keep it in line with the helmet, which I was supposed to do inside of the chest plate and completely forgot to add plates or pipes. I didn't. I had both inside of this particular arm.
That is not what I wanted. So that's not what I want to do. Yeah, I think that's valid. Yeah, okay. That was nice. Looks cartoony as heck. What are you gonna do? I do want a shoulder pad, but unfortunately speaking, kinda run low out of daylight, so...
Okay, now that's been done, actively speaking, if you liked the video, please subscribe. When it comes down to it, it is short enough to technically be a short on my channel, which I should be uploading shorts and stuff because those get better views and things, but unfortunately speaking, I am long form content in general, and I just uploaded this because sushi hair. Excuse for everything. And it comes down to it, actively speaking, I'm sorry that my guy's looking upward. I cannot stop it. It's because my stuff is... I don't know why. Okay, the camera's pointing up from a direction that should be pointing down, so now it's looking directly. When it comes down to it, like and subscribe. Comments are appreciated.
Don't die, it's no fun.
Dealt with.